Test, 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 test. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Anyone here? Is there anyone here who can hear me? Okay, thank you, James. So, I would like to say big sorry, but I don't know what happened. First, my internet died. Then when my internet came back, I couldn't connect to OBS, to, via OBS with my paldastetris account. It says showed some errors, so I needed to connect via, how do you say it, stream key. So yeah, I don't know what's going on. Some technological course on my end, so I'd like to apologize for it. But I hope our players are there. Let's see. Okay, so we have our players there. Jani, short reminder, for a match, handcam is mandatory. And let me roll you the seed for game number 1, which will be e7 8c96, e7 8c96, e7 8c96 is the seed for game number 1 for the match between Jani and PYREK. As I can see, Michu is now playing. So Michu, maybe it's time to give it to PYREK. And yeah, we'll start the match. I hope we can handle all the stuff right now and we won't be like cursed anymore. Yes, that's the real reason. That's the real reason, right? James, totally agree with you. Totally agree. PYREK ready, and you wanna go for increment of the 2 digits, which is fine. Okay. Yeah, so Jani, your handcam is good enough for the match. So as soon as we get readiness from Jani, we will start game number 1 between Jani and PYREK. And Jani is ready. So game number 1 starts in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. Good luck and have fun, guys. E7, 8c96, and we are on the way. Yeah, so finally, I hope we've solved all of us technical issues. And now time to enjoy some Tetris. And did I see Aki earlier in the chat? Aki, maybe you wanna share your wisdom in the commentary. If yes, I could share the screen. 47 for Jani, 52 for PYREK. PYREK with a nice board, Jani as well, so neither of the players trying to risk anything. And yeah, PYREK currently with about 1 Tetris advantage, but it's also a few lines ahead, so yeah, with the same line count, we are basically neck and neck. 152 for Jani, 157 now. PYREK with 149, but PYREK is Tetris ready, gets a long board for a Tetris 162. So PYREK keeping up pace with Jani. It's kind of a good thing to see. PYREK showed in the last match against Led that, especially in this game number 1, that he can have a good pace going in a game. Unfortunately, in the last round against the American player, yeah, later it all fell apart. So I hope PYREK could learn some lessons from it and can apply it today. Now Jani needs to fix the left side and fix it. 232 for Jani, 194 for PYREK, but PYREK is Tetris ready. Jani is also Tetris ready, and there is a long bar. 257 for Jani, 221 for PYREK, and we are halfway through level 18. $26 for Jani, 254 for PYREK. So Jani is running away with the score. So let's see what PYREK can do here. Yes, actually a game where PYREK doesn't fall into a lot of troubles. Oh, Crow decides to fill up the dependency first. Remains Tetris ready. Jani switches to center well Tetris and gets a long bar, gets a Tetris. 398 for Jani, 330 for PYREK. Jani with 422, PYREK with 333. So PYREK 90k behind right now, but is still in this game and is trying to do his best. Jani with column 3 set up right now. PYREK stays with this column 10 setup, and now Jani's board is, was kind of blocked for a moment, but Jani find a way to get out of it. PYREK with 384, Jani with 455, PYREK with a clean board. Jani needs to reopen it, so if PYREK can go for a few Tetrises, we might see a close score at the transition point. PYREK with 432, Jani with 460. The board of PYREK is looking a little bit better before transition, but PYREK will be behind in points. Jani transitions with 486, PYREK transitions with 457, so let's see who can survive longer. Oh, PYREK hang these LPs, and this might be it for PYREK. 457, 580, 131 lines, GG's PYREK. Jani takes game number 1. Yeah, it was a good game for both, but Jani is the one who has more points. 496, 480 is enough to win game number 1. Yeah, so players feel free to increment the seat, and as soon as you are ready, I will be then starting your game number 2. PYREK is already ready. Jani, we increment the first 2 digits. We agreed to increment the first 2 digits. And Michu posted you the full seat, just in case you need it. And Jani is ready. So game number 2 between Jani and PYREK starts in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. Good luck and have fun, guys. F8, HC96, it's correct. Okay, now PYREK starts with kind of a weird board, but decides to skim those few lines. Would be forced to skim more. Yeah, but he's doing the wise thing. Jani, meanwhile, also without the Tetris. Finally, a long bar comes and Jani gets the first Tetris of the game. PYREK is still not done with this situation. A J piece would be optimal. Okay, but yeah, it needs to solve it different way, but it gets a J. Oh, and now Jani's board is kind of high. 39,000 for Jani, 26 for PYREK. And Jani's board does so many S's in this game. And Z's and S and Smash Boy, when you are digging, those are not the favorite pieces to have. Jani with 44,000, 31 for PYREK, but Jani is in a little bit more difficult situation right now. Shouldn't be that big of a deal. Jani is able to open the well, gets a long bar for a triple. 56,000 for Jani, 36 for PYREK. PYREK is still fighting and is trying to reopen the well. Oh, okay. So PYREK in a lot of trouble now. Can he find a way how to get out of it? Oh, this side, okay, gets a long bar, but this is not solving the whole issues. PYREK tops out after 40 lines with 43,320 points. Jani is good for game number 2. Jani leads 2-0. "55 lines, 136,420. Final score for the Finnish player, and it's 2-0. So just in case you wonder, guys, F8 increment to A9, to 09, sorry, 09, the first two digits, and as soon as you're ready, we can start your game number 3. PYREK is ready, Jani is ready. Game number 3 starts in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. Yeah, so the previous game did not give us good pieces. Both players were struggling just from the beginning. This time, RNG looks more friendly. PYREK already with 3 Tetrises. Jani gets a long bar for a third Tetris. 68 for the Finnish player, 69 for my compatriot. So PYREK 95, Jani with 74. Jani needs to open the well, gets the well opened, and gets a long bar for the Tetris. PYREK meanwhile needs to take care of the left side of his board and does it so. So PYREK is safe with 120, 121 for Jani, so we are neck and neck. And hello, Rurchak. Welcome in the chat. Yeah, because is a dish I also like very much. Hey, Rurchak, I lost track. Your match versus AV Geek, would it be in the end the deadline extension, or will you be able to play it on time? I kind of lost track of it. 193, meanwhile, Floriani, 192 for Rurchak. 'Okay, so we will be playing your match then somewhere in the middle of the next week. Okay. Yes, Ivan, we are back. I also experienced some technical issues. I don't know what happened. I lost my internet connection, then I couldn't connect to OBS. It was kind of a disaster, but I'm back, and the players are playing in the middle of game number 3. 312 for Jani, 320 for PYREK, so PYREK is ahead. It has a cleaner board than Jani, so Jani will be forced to burn more lines. $323, Jani 337 PYREK, so PYREK is ahead, but is also 6 lines ahead. But Jani's board is not Tetris ready yet. So Jani now, okay, with 60k behind and 4 lines behind. So this might be in real pace around 2 Tetrises lead for the Polish player. PYREK decides to skim some lines. We're approaching transition about 39, so players better be aware. Prepare your board for it. And Jani gets a column 9 Tetris, 355. PYREK meanwhile with 423. 425 for PYREK. Jani with 358. Okay, and PYREK decides, okay, tries to set up for another Tetris. 432 for PYREK. So 500k is still possible for the Polish player, and this would be a new comp PB. Oh, but this is kind of getting scary for PYREK. Okay, still possible to survive it, but this won't be a 500k anymore. And Jani got up with the score. Jani got a long bar for a Tetris to take the lead. So a little bit of a mess for PYREK. PYREK can still open and... Oh, but the next burnt line will be a 19 transition, so PYREK needs to be aware of it. Gets long bar for a Tetris, 488 for PYREK, nice. 19 Tetris for the Polish player, but Jani is meanwhile with 523, and PYREK's board is falling apart. PYREK can't do anymore, and PYREK can't even beat a comp PB 490-020, so 1000 points shy of a PB, but still a very good game for PYREK. Unfortunately for the Polish player, it was not enough to take this game. Jani has more points and leads 3-0. So yeah, PYREK is fighting, doing his best, but unfortunately it's not enough. Jani leads 3-0. And what will be the final score for the Finnish player? This will be it. Jani tops out at 539 400. 539 400. And Roczak saying PYREK playing very not bad. Okay, let's Let's take it as a good sign. And Jani saying GG to PYREK. So Jani appreciating what his opponent has done. As soon as you will be ready, guys, with your seats for game number 4, I will start the countdown. But I will take something to drink first, so give me like 5 seconds. And I'm back. So waiting for Jani to be ready, and we can start game number 4. And Jani is ready, so game number 4 starts in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. So Jani leading 3-0 in the match. But PYREK shows us that he, with every match, is improving. Almost come to be 2 400k games, 1 potato. This can happen to everyone. Remember Jani's match against Merke, where Merke got his personal worst with those 9 lines. So this can happen to literally anyone. So let's see if PYREK can continue with this good play and maybe gets a good enough pace to outscore Jani on 18. Would be a good thing for the Polish player. 99 for Jani, 20,000 for PYREK currently. So PYREK struggled a little bit at the beginning. Oh, and hangs the long bar. Oh, this is looking dangerous, but gets another long bar, gets it over. And nice J spin on the right side. So PYREK should be fine. This board is totally manageable. And PYREK shouldn't be in any big danger at all. That was, yeah, kind of a shaky situation, but handled it very well. And now PYREK should be able to continue this game. He's currently with 50,000, Jani with 135, so he's much behind. But it was nice that he was able to survive at the scary moment and now can give himself a chance further in this game. So we have 183 for Jani, 62 for PYREK, and PYREK is down stacking and now will be in a position to build up for a traditional column 10 Tetris. So Jani with a pretty good pace going to 31,000 after 59 lines. And another Tetris for Jani. PYREK is fighting once again with his board. He got some long bars in quick succession, but couldn't do anything. Yeah, nothing with them as far as Tetrises are concerned. 125 for PYREK and 303 for Jani. So Jani a lot ahead in points. PYREK with 153, 152, and Jani with 312. and Tetris for PYREK. So PYREK is trying to minimize the losses in this game, but if Jani doesn't top out right now, PYREK will require level 19 of his lifetime. PYREK gets a longboard, gets a Tetris. Now needs to reopen the well and gets the well reopened. 139 for Jani with 434, 256,000 for PYREK at the same line count. So PYREK is 180,000 points behind, but we'll definitely want to bring this game to transition, play a full game, maybe regain some confidence. Yeah, it was like too messy at the beginning, but was able to survive, which is also a good thing to do. Yeah, but when you play against a player like Jani's caliber, yeah, you can't fall in too long digs. Otherwise, yeah, the situation will look as we can see it right now. But this looks like another full game by PYREK. So very nice, very nicely done. PYREK transitions with 330, Jani transitions with 510. PYREK will be topping out very soon because the board is not in a great shape, but 330 to 80 is the final score for game played by PYREK. Jani takes another game. Jani leads 4-0. Yeah, but 3 out of 4 games PYREK was able to play full distance, which is also a step in the right direction. So let's hope maybe game number 5 will be a better one for the Polish player. It looks like Jani slowly but surely is warming up, and as you can see, gets another game over 500k. So yeah, Jani very solid competitive performance, and now is setting up for the Tetris. Where is the long bar for Jani? There is no long bar. Oh, reopens the well, but there is no long bar. What a drought it is! Oh my god, this is so droughty. And Jani tops out with 538 flat, 538 flat, 539. It was in game number 3, now 538. So very consistent performance from Jani in the last 2 games. Yeah, so Jani is guaranteed at least 1 point for the standings. For this match, PYREK would need to win 4 games in a row if he wants to take some points home. Otherwise, Jani will take all 3 points and will stay in the contention for one of the top 3 spots. Both players are ready for game number 5, which starts in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. PYREK is in, Jani is in as well. So this is game number 5 for this round 3 match. Currently Jani in a very comfortable position with 4 games advantage. But we know that reverse sweeps are not only theoretically but also practically possible. We experienced in the February tournament of our monthly event a reverse sweep, Schwid with his famous Windows struts, but so far it was only a one such occurrence in the history of best of 9 PAL-DAS matches. So it doesn't happen that often, but is kind of possible. PYREK, meanwhile, with 115, Jani with 73, so PYREK is trying to build an early lead in this game. Oh, now PYREK's board is Kind of okay, gets the long bar over and should be able to survive it. Jani also in some kind of trouble. Oh, and Jani hangs the long bar. This might be a very difficult situation for Jani, and this will be a top out for Jani, and PYREK already has more points, so this won't be a sweep. Jani tops out at 101 for 60. PYREK has more points. This doesn't matter that PYREK will be topping out right now because PYREK is safe with 126, 540. No sweep in this match. It's 4-1. So PYREK was fighting, and yeah, this fight finally paid off, and a game for PYREK. And you saw Michu very happy that PYREK won a game. So congratulations, PYREK. Yeah, you can feel like a world champion. You take a game from Jani. So GG's for that. Jeszcze jeden, says Michu. One more, yeah. Can like win only one game at a time. Yeah, so early top outs also happen to Jani. As you can see, Jani is also a human. So yeah, let's see. Let's see what game number 6 brings to us. PYREK showed that yeah, he can handle the pressure. Is fighting very well. Finally won a game, and players are ready for game number 6, which starts in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. Okay, so PYREK is in. Jani is in as well. Maybe let me refresh Jani. Maybe he won't be that much behind. Oh, and Jani is building a finish tower in the middle of his board. Now needs to work around it and get some S's and Z's, and Jani's forced dig. This is yeah not the perfect board, but is able to downstep. Oh, but hangs the Z piece, and Jani is in a lot of trouble right now. It's still possible to survive it. But this is looking very dangerous for Jani, and Jani can't do anything more, and Jani tops out at 10,000 points! Jani tops out at 10,000 points, and PYREK has more points! PYREK takes another game! What's going on, guys? What's going on? PYREK has 18,620 points! 8,000 points more than Jani, and PYREK is winning a second game in a row against Jani in the battle of the early top outs. PYREK got more points, and PYREK is still in this match. Good coach. Micho said I'm gonna train PYREK to get 2-5. Okay. And Rorschach saying reverse sweep ongoing. Yanis is ready for new sheet. And PYREK is ready. So game number 7 starts in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. But Micho, what happens if PYREK wins one more game? This won't be a result you predicted. Will it count as a good coach or a shitty coach? Yeah, so we had yeah 2 previous games. There was like difficult for both players, but surprisingly, PYREK was the one who had more points before topping out. But a game is a game, and PYREK with 2 games won, Jani with 4, so Jani is still a huge favorite to win this match. But those shaky games made yeah, the situation in the match a little bit more interesting. And we don't need cheap viewers, so I would like to say you bye-bye. And let's see what our players are doing. 97 for Jani, 78 for PYREK, but PYREK gets a longboard, gets a Tetris. And yeah, we are in game number... Yes, Herochak, I agree. We need expensive viewers. That's true. 107 for Jani, 107 for PYREK. So we are currently... oh, and PYREK's board is kind of climbing. It's not looking great by any means. Oh, what is PYREK gonna do with this board? Okay, gets the Z over, the S over. Reopens this well a little bit, and now needs a long bar to the left. Get a long bar, so PYREK should be fine. This board looks manageable right now. Yeah, needs few more good pieces to reopen it completely, and gets that's the J to open the well. And now PYREK is Tetris ready. 161 for Jani, 120 for PYREK. $71 for PYREK, 167 for Jani. So PYREK was able to catch up the score very quickly. And now PYREK with a nice board. Jani also is going for traditional column 10 setup, gets a long board, gets a Tetris. 216 for Jani, 196 for PYREK. PYREK hanged the Z piece on the left side. This will slow him down a little bit. Shouldn't be anything dramatic. But yeah, it requires few more lines to be skimmed. But it looks like PYREK is going to reopen it, and PYREK is free. 263 for Jani, 207 for PYREK, so Jani in a lead in this game. And there is a Tetris for PYREK, 230, Jani with 263. And we are approaching the transition about 30 lines. So PYREK needs to go more efficiently and needs to count on Jani to get into some troubles. PYREK is building one of the ground, it looks like. 85 for PYREK, 323 for Jani. 20 something lines to go. PYREK needs to get some Tetrises right now. Okay, wanted to fix the board first and gets a long bar, gets a Tetris. PYREK with 316, Jani with 371, so it looks like Jani is in a pretty safe situation. 10 lines to go before transition for PYREK. So the situation for the Polish player is not looking good right now. He will need some 19 play, and unfortunately we haven't seen some 19 play going from him today. So the points available on 18 are not enough. So PYREK would need to prepare for some 19 play. Jani with 439, PYREK with 345. PYREK gets this final transition of the match, but I'm afraid this is a GG for the Polish player. PYREK tops out at 351, 040. Jani takes the game and a match and wins this match 5-2. So Micho is a good coach. Micho said, I will train PYREK for a 2-5 result, and this result happened. And let's see what will be the final score for Jani. But PYREK, I would like to say the GG's for this match today. You fought very well. You improved a lot from your previous match against Le. You were able to handle the pressure pretty well, and yeah, I think you can have some chances in the next matches. But our winner for today's first match is Jani from Finland. So congratulations, Jani, you take 3 points for the standings, and you are back in the contention for one of the top 3 spots. We lost the match against Merke, who is seed number 1. So yeah, this was maybe like some kind of a calculated loss, if I'm allowed to say it this way. And yeah, 3 more matches to go, and you are in the group of 6 pointers. So we'll get harder opponent next round. Who will it be? We will see. But yeah, as for now, it puts you in a pretty good situation. And here are our match stats. Why can't we see our match stats? What's going on? Oh, sorry guys, but my OBS is playing some games with me today. Yeah, so we have Jani with the highest score of the match with 539, PYREK with 490, so 1k away from his comp PB. And his losing scores and losing lines look way better than it was against Le in the previous round. So PYREK improved from this point of view. And we'll see. We'll see how it all, what happens in the second half of the tournament. So Jani with those 2 early top outs, and yeah, pretty pretty shitty scores as those losing lines and losing scores are concerned. PYREK, as you can see on on his side, tried to survive as long as he could. Maybe there was not the highest pace in the world. One early top out in on his side in losing games, which also destroyed the average a little bit. But all in all, PYREK showed us better performance than it was in the previous round. So this is definitely step in the right direction. So Jani 5, PYREK 2, and let's see what does it do to our standings. Let me check if the standings are okay. I need to refresh the standings as well. I will show them in a moment. And here are our standings after this match is played. So we have Merke, the only player with 9 points. We have Tugi, Rurchak, Avigig, Jelena, and Sam with 6 points. There are players who can potentially join Merke in the group of 9 pointers. So theoretically speaking, we can have 4 players with the perfect score after 4 rounds. Yeah, and then the group of 6 pointers who are still in the race. Jani, as you can see, is currently rank number 5 with 6 points. Yeah, so we'll see how it all develops, guys. We will have one more match today, later at 20 UTC, so in 2 hours. There will be a very important match because Sam is playing, so one of the players who can join Merke in the leading group of 9 points against James, who improved, recently, finally showing some good paces on 18. Adding to that his good 19 skill, James, might be a very dangerous player for Sam. And if James can win, James with 6 points will be also in the contention for the for the overall top 3. So very important match. This will be in 2 hours. But as for now, we are looking for someone to raid. And who can we have? I see. Yeah, maybe I'm kind of monothematic, but last time I also raided our compatriot Dobry Człowiek, so maybe let's do it one more time. And guys, we will be back in about 2 hours for the match between Sam and James. And if both players are prepared well, and if both players can do what they did recently, we might have a very, very interesting match. But as for now, that's all. Thank you very much for watching, and see you in about 2 hours. Bye bye.